Hey guys, it's Case and Stace.
Oh, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're gonna do a video. This is gonna be our
okay,
first video.
Okay.
We're gonna do a video on how to make your own DIY chalkboard for about 30 bucks.
Yeah.
Not bad.
For painting and some staining.
Yeah, it's super easy and it was actually kind of fun. Here we go. First I went down to Home Depot and I got 2 of these boards. They sell them for about $9 a piece at Home Depot, and free tip, they will let you cut them. So they will actually shave some space off of it. I shaved off 6 inches off the top and 3 inches down the long sides. Just to make it a little bit more easy. Otherwise, the boards didn't fit into the front seat of my car for transportation. And let's be honest, the more convenient they are, the more you get use out of them. So then we brought them home, and I had some deck stain left over. So this might be a wild card. You could spend a little bit more on stain. You also probably don't need to use this kind of stain here. I painted it on here. I will say I do not love the fact that I painted it on and I just left it on. Casey came over the other day and had some tips for me.
Okay, so I walk up and Stacy had painted these awesome boards with the stain, but she had just painted them. So I had a little friendly tip for her that when using stain, you want to paint it on and then rub it in. So instead, flip it over here and see, you get more of the wood grain when you stain and rub it in and kind of basically just wash it off. Just a dish towel. I would recommend using a glove, otherwise you have stained hands and your 2-year-old will think it's poop. But see, you can see right here versus the brush where it dries, and then when you wipe it off and you get that really good wood grain. It's kind of just more enhancing the grain of the wood, and then you can do as many coats as you want. It gets darker each time. But ours may not be perfect, but it's still going to look awesome because we're going to do some chalkboard paint over here.
It's on to the next phase, which is we take some frog tape. I totally bought into the marketing. I don't know. We're going to see what happens as this project continues. But this is like supposed to be some like delicate surface stuff, which leaves like really, really sharp, clean lines. So, and it has very low adhesion. So our stain is a tiny bit tacky, but we think that it's going to be fine because it is stain after all, and we got things to do. So what we're doing is we're taping these sides down just to make a nice little even border. Doink. All right, we're finishing painting. We just used some simple chalkboard paint, which I think I got for like $5 for the whole can at Hobby Lobby, maybe. Anyways, it's super useful. It's had other applications. We've got mini chalkboards for a kissing booth project we also did. One of the things that I've noticed in doing a lot of painting of chalkboard paint is that like when it dries, you can see these little, I don't know if it's got enough visibility here, but you can see the paint lines. So what I end up doing is going over long strokes over the whole thing one final time at the end, just to make sure the whole thing is uniform. I may choose to do a second coat. Crap, got a little piece of oop, on my finger. Okay. I may choose to do a second coat this afternoon because I can still see a little bit of this wood grain. Fortunately, it dries really, really quick, like probably in a half hour, 45 minutes. Maybe you should wait an hour, but for a second coat, wait an hour for writing on it at least, but for a second coat, 30 minutes, no problem. All right, it started raining out here, gray skies, but we're ready to start peeling the tape off of the first one. So with the honors, Casey's very excited by this.
Moment of truth.
Well, I got a little bit on the top. Need to be very careful about that, but this looks
could also
pretty
be
awesome.
The bottom. Oh, it's so pretty. Nice job, frog tape.
Yeah, you can see the tape did a really good job. It's a nice straight line.
Little bleed to like really no bleeds. That's great.
Sweet.
Beautiful.
So there you go. Now we have to go connect them. Alright, now we're doing the hinges. I got this package of small black hinges. We put them with the hinge part facing down and made a little gap that lined the boards up. And now I'm just gonna go take my handy drill with one of those, well, I'm gonna go switch it to a Phillips head, but you get the point. Drill them all in. Be back in a second. Fast forward. Moment of truth. We have drilled in all of these, and now we're going to pick it up, fold it over, and lift up the sandwich board. Ta-da-da! Alright, I think we're definitely going to need to do a little chain or something in order to make it stay through, but these hinges look perfect. We're good. And here is the final product. Looks pretty good. We actually did flip these hinges so that this part bulged out and stood up, and that made it go a lot better. But yeah, worked great for our Valentine's Day photo shoot. Woo!